One day, affluent baker, was riding down the road and his buggy broke down. And along that route there was a farm, and the farmer came and helped the baker fix his buggy. And the next day, although he knew that farmer was not a customer, it was because he lived in the rich part of town. The next day he decided to bake a loaf of brioche and for that farmer, to thank him for what he did. So he got the finest white flour, the freshest eggs, sweet milk, and butter, and he made a batch of brioche loaves, which is sort of the most expensive type of bread you can eat. And he left them on the porch of the farmer's house with a note saying thank you. The next day, that morning, the farmer woke and saw the loaf. His wife brought them in. His wife found those loaves, and the husband said, "What is this?" The farmer said, "What is that?" And the wife said, "This is a very, very special bread. This is what the rich people eat. Very expensive to make. It has butter. Instead of water, it has milk. Instead of oil, it has butter. Instead of coarse-grained brown flour like I use to make the bread, it has pure white flour. It's supposed to be very delicious." The farmer said, "No. That bread is too rich for us. We have our brown bread, our healthy brown bread. And we don't need that. We're not going to eat that." But the wife said, "Look at it. Look how it's golden brown, caramelized crust. It smells so sweet. Smell it." The farmer, "Feel it." And he holds it. So tender, and smells it. Oh, it does smell good. But no, we've eaten this bread. Our brown bread is good enough for us. We've eaten this for generations. My great-grandmother made the same brown bread that we eat every day, and that's good enough for us. And the children said, "But Dad, can't we just try it?" I said, No, it's too rich for you. You may not be able to digest it. Just eat your brown bread and be happy with that." "Oh, come on, Dad." And said Dad, he got frustrated. He threw the brioche out the window into the pig pen, and let the pigs eat it. So the farmer had prepared that loaf with a lot of work. Brioche dough is a very difficult process. It's a laminated dough, and you have to make the dough with the richest ingredients and then fold in the butter repeatedly. Rest it in the refrigerator for hours, let the yeast rise and ferment, and fold it again, and then fold it again. It's a very long process. It takes maybe 24 hours just to prepare the dough. And after it was baked perfectly, he brushed it with melted butter, and it's very delicious and very nutritious. But yeah, just because it was different from what the farmer had known, he refused to eat it, and he refused to let his children taste of it. That's what intelligence, Homo sapiens means. Sapiens means to taste, originally from the Latin. Because to taste is to know, right? How do all humans learn about the world first? What do babies do? They put everything in their mouth. That's where the expression Homo sapiens comes from, to taste, to savor, to know. So I provided you the content already prepared, already full of nutrients and sustenance. It was already highly digestible. There was nothing more you had to add to it. It was a perfect loaf of brioche, perfectly seasoned. All I had to do was eat it and feed some little bit to your children, maybe.